This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The quick throw complete into the flat out left. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
2nd and 9 from the 44. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Roth. Touchdown, Colts! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Texans nothing.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 9 now. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Inside the 20.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up the 3rd and inches.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Mustang 19, Cup 19, Cup 19. 7 Pirates, go street.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw. And now here's another interception. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21.
27 on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
13-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have opened the lead up to 30.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He finds Robinson. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Number 8. No gain on the play. It's now 4th and goal.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. His kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right at the 35. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Check smash, check smash. 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now they'll shift things around.
go.
They go play action here on first down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
34, Texans 7.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Under pressure, they got him again. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Number 18, Randall.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Colts 34, Texans 14.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And now here's another interception. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. We're just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Duncan. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 44.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 44 yards.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Texans' 28-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Colts are able to widen their advantage. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
This 2nd and 4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Colts, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Houston, they will fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.